It's January, and in keeping with my New Year's resolution to make a video that will age like milk, I thought I would pin my cards to the mast, it's not the saying, and lay down my 13 predictions for tech, social media, apps and surveillance capitalism in 2023. Before I jump into it, if this is your first time watching me, hello, my name's Simon. I've got a degree in computer science with games tech. Yes, it's from a polytechnic university, but it still counts. And my day job for the last decade has been a full-time content creator working with household brands as well as creatives. So I've got a foot in either side of the camp, which is why I think I can make this video. Prediction 1. Elon will get bored of Twitter. I don't imagine he'll sell Twitter because he won't get back what he paid for it, but I do imagine he'll get bored and walk away from it in the latter half of this year. He claims he's now looking for a replacement CEO, but I think that's code for the guys I borrowed money off of to buy the platform are getting fed up of it being the Elon Musk show and now want someone who isn't going to scare off all the advertisers. So now anyone, and I mean anyone, will be a better fit than me. Plus, I think he really needs to sort out Tesla, or he'll just continue to turn it into the Space Karen show, and we'll just have to deal with him all over our timelines. Prediction 2. The metaverse will still not be a thing. Facebook will continue to spunk an ungodly amount of money into their VR toy, while millions struggle to eat, and hopefully they'll go bankrupt and the data and tech will be up for sale to a much more trustworthy company. But I don't see them stopping anytime soon. And I also don't see anyone giving a crap about it anytime soon. Sorry, Zuck. Prediction 3. TikTok will not get banned. The US government will have to come to some sort of security deal over TikTok, and every other country will just have to follow suit. I hope it's an actual data privacy protection law rather than one that just targets TikTok, but I fear that initially it will just target TikTok alone. Oh, and TikTok will become more of a search engine. Without a doubt. Prediction 4. YouTube will focus more on short-term videos and ignore its legacy creators. I hope YouTube sorts out its algorithm, and not just because my shit never goes viral. I actually want them to support smaller creators. But in reality, I think they and their parent company are running scared of TikTok, and for good reason. So I think they're going to double down on shorts and split their audience. Without a doubt, video content will continue to dominate and become the main type of content everyone wants to consume and make. Prediction 5. A new economic model. So right now, there are 3 main ways to make money online: adverts, subscriptions, or tracking our data. And I know they all kind of overlap. I think there'll need to be a new model because we're all fed up of living without privacy, but also want some stuff for free. Or at the very least, we don't want to be tied to a subscription model forever. I've made a new video coming out in about a month's time which explains something Tim Berners-Lee, the internet's daddy, has come up with. But until then, you can watch this video which explains how we can sell our data as a form of universal basic income. In the future, it's just an idea for now, like you subscribing to my channel. But hey, you can make that a reality at any point. Prediction 6. Parasocial relationships will spike. TikTok has a lot to answer for this one, and I don't actually think it's a bad thing. I can see a rise in influencers and the creator economy, which means brands will either have to partner with us or fall behind, or follow the Duolingo model of paying someone creative to be the face of the brand. Basically, increasingly, brands want to be people and people want to be brands, and I don't see that trend ending anytime soon. In fact, I see it as a massive opportunity. If you're a brand and you want to sponsor one of my future videos, my email's in the description. Prediction 7. Netflix will shift focus. Okay, so not just Netflix, but all on-demand players, but I'm going to use their name as an umbrella term. I think the collective viewing experience will become more of a thing. Not only because this way they have a solid amount of targeted, timed attention, but also if they put 8 episodes up over 8 weeks, it keeps people watching and subscribed for much longer. As I was editing this video, Chris Rock announced that he's going to be doing the first ever live stream comedy special on Netflix to 190 countries, so smug face. Prediction 8. Disappearing messages and content. I think there will be a true disappearing message function or feature, either in an existing app or a new one will launch. And I'm not just talking about a Snapchat clone, I'm talking about one that means you can send a message or post something online and it will disappear and not live on a server somewhere else in the world. The reason for this is because, believe it or not everyone wants everything they put on the internet to exist there forever. I recently noticed WhatsApp has a destroy after one viewing function, although £1 billion says it still sits on their server. I think there's going to be a movement or a push to not have stuff live online forever. And I'm actually working on a video about our digital afterlife, so look forward to that. Prediction 9, delivery drones. I can see it happening. I don't think they'll get widespread adoption next year, and they won't be everywhere, but I can see it coming and become more of a thing as tech companies try to automate to get rid of the gig workers. Oh, and do you remember my TikTok prediction? Well, I think Google is going to pump tons of money into their self-driving cars to get them on the roads ASAP Rocky, in the hope that they'll save us time and people will spend that time watching adverts. Sorry, YouTube videos. I meant YouTube videos. Quality content, not adverts. Never adverts. Prediction 10, Amazon. Amazon is definitely going to push further into the healthcare and insurance markets, but I'm trying to work out which other markets they'll disrupt next. Airlines? I mean, they already kind of have form in that with their cargo planes. I totally think they're going to invest in self-driving cars to bring down the cost of deliveries and to control more of the supply chain. I don't think they'll do it next year, but I could see them buying a stadium or two or even a sports team so their branding is everywhere and they can make money on the merch. They'll almost certainly sell their own mystery boxes of returns to cut down on waste. Almost certainly. What a great and solid prediction. Pick a side, you pussy! Prediction 11, a new streaming service will launch. I could see Ed Sheeran, Harry Styles, Taylor Swift and hell, chuck in Lewis Capaldi for good measure, launching their own streaming service. I think Spotify has run ruin with artists and they do need to have more competition. I think given Taylor has been so vocal about how badly she and her music have been treated, and given Harry Styles invested 350 million into a new venue in Manchester, and he has a lot of goodwill and clout, as well as the fact that Ed Sheeran behind the scenes is a massive player and writer within the industry with his own record label. So they could get some amazing deals, which would leave Spotify with podcasts.
It doesn't even seem humanly possible.
Prediction 12. The creator economy is going to explode into the real world. Speaking of which, I think big creators are going to lump together and create some sort of website thing that allows smaller creators to sell merch or get mentorship on how to launch brands or products. Just look at Mr. Beast offering a course in YouTube and launching brands all over the shop. Mr. Beast will also launch a new app. No idea what it's going to be, but I've just got a gut feeling he will launch an app that allows more people than just the people in his state to take part. Could just be America. Could be global. Who knows? Basically, there will be more physical experiences from online creators. Hi, Editor Simon here. When I first wrote the script for this video, I hadn't had a full go with ChatGPT, and as a result, I didn't really want to comment on it. Now, for the last 7 days, I've been playing with it non-stop. And as the late great Tupac used to say, shake it once, that's fine. Shake it twice, it's okay. Shake it 3 times, you're playing with yourself again. I am just impressed. Like, if you haven't had a go with it yet, I highly advise, while it's still a free tool, you do that. It is genuinely the next technological leap in our generation, and I'm not just saying that lightly. I saw Microsoft has actually invested billions into putting it into Bing. I'd love to see an AI revival of Clippy. My nostalgia would be off the chart. I do think the long-term game plan for this tool is for it to be some sort of personal butler, assistant, digital helper thing. I know that's not exactly lucid, but hey, this isn't as professional a setup as I like to normally have for my videos. I do think this will destroy jobs. I do think it will make things a lot quicker and easier. I'm torn on it. I'm really torn on it. I do think it's going to need to become a subscription model business. I think the only way it's going to remain useful is if it stays relatively impartial and completely ad-free, and as a result, we're going to need to pay for it. That's my full prediction for that right now. And finally, prediction 13, brands will more vocally start to care about our privacy and our data. You couldn't see it, but during that voiceover, I used air quotes when I said care about our privacy. Brands and websites are going to have to get ahead of legislation and show they care about our privacy and our data. It's more of a hope than a prediction, but I really think they're going to have to give more of a shit. Which reminds me, the next video coming out on this channel will be everything big tech lobbied for in 2022. And frankly, you're not going to want to miss that one. But what do you think? Please put your predictions in the comments below, as well as your thoughts on my predictions. Subscribe, like, share, Godspeed. I'll see you all next week.